As you know, recently we had a mission to India, the largest in the state's history, visiting different regions and states in that country, looking to invest in trade strategies as part of our Reconnect WA strategy. During that visit, we went to Chennai in the state of Tamil Nadu, and I had the honour of meeting the Finance Minister, the Honourable Minister Rajan, and it was great to have you now come back to Western Australia to visit us. Today we've been to the Pilbara, where we've seen the Fortescue Metals new magnetite mine and processing facility, which is an extraordinary piece of engineering in our large Pilbara region, which is the engine room of the nation's economy. But you've had a few days to look around the state. Tell us what you were looking to achieve and what you saw during your stay.
First, I must thank you for your excellent hospitality.
Thank you
for taking me on this eye-opening trip. You know, I've been in many careers in many countries, and it's rare to find this scale of expertise in execution. And so it's certainly a kind of shining example for us to follow. But in general, over the last 3-4 days, I would say that we've had a lot of interactions, commercial, with government departments about better functioning of the government, with industries like fisheries, with roundtables. And overall, I think we take away that this is a very well-functioning democracy and a very unusual case where post-COVID, the recovery seems to be very buoyant and very outward-looking. And you've already got a very great complementarity between Western Australia, which is relatively rich, relatively low population, in need of skills, and a place like Tamil Nadu that is, by Indian standards, relatively rich, but much less rich than Western Australia, and with a large population and a large skill base. So I think I take away a message of great potential. I think we're starting to see the first few transactions occur.
Yep.
But mostly I take away the great hospitality over the last few days.
It's fantastic. Look, and in many ways our two states are very different. 80 million people, 2.7 million people. But there's just so much in common that we have. And whether you look at international education, the exchange of ideas, primary industries, there's so many opportunities to build the business-to-business and government-to-government relationships between our two economies. So thank you very much for coming to visit us.
I would just like to add that a lot of it is also about human beings.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised at the extent of Indian, but also Tamil kind of migrants into Western Australia. There's a large community here. That certainly facilitates.
I think you've been surprised about how often you got recognised on the street, walking down the streets of Perth. Yeah. So it's a great Indian diaspora in Western Australia. We're very proud of them, and we're very proud of the great contribution they make, not only to our economy, but in enriching our society. So it's been fantastic to have you with us. We wish you all the very best for the future and look forward to catch up again soon.
Very soon. Back in India.
Back in India.
Thank you.